Hi everybody, I just got back from Japan again and my dining table is full of crap that I don't need again. Let me show you all my favorite stuff that I got from Japan. Starting with headbands. We went to a theme park in Nagasaki called, well, I would say Huistenbosch, but the Dutch are crazy and apparently it's pronounced Huisdenbusch. And you might be asking yourself, Levins, you just went to Japan, why are you talking about the Dutch? Well, Huisdenbusch, I have doubts even as I say it, but I swear to God that's how the person announcing all of the announcements for the day pronounced the word. Huisdenbusch is a theme park in Nagasaki. Because Nagasaki was a port town, they had lots of trading between different European and Asian countries, and one of them was the Netherlands. And so they made a Dutch theme park called Huisdenbusch. And we all know that one of the most famous Dutch creations is Miffy or Nienche. Look, Dutch people go nuts in the comments. Let me know all the words that I'm saying wrong today. But it was Halloween at House. I'm gonna just dog this pronunciation every time I say it. I'm like, quick, can we get to Disneyland? I know how to say that one right. When we were at Huisdenbusch, it had just started their Halloween preparations and they have a massive new Miffy area. Don't worry, I'm going to be making so many videos about this place and everywhere else that I talk about in this video. But they had the most amazing Halloween Miffy merch. So my daughter got this amazing headband of Witch Miffy. She's kind of got like an Amish vibe going on, but she is a witch. So she got that headband. Very, very nice colors there. And my son got one of my all-time favorite Miffy incarnations, and that is Ghost Miffy. Just that super simple act of putting a white sheet with two eyes over her head, and you have the ears popping out, but also genuine Miffy is underneath here. So yeah, I was very jealous that they snatched up the good ears before I had a chance to. But don't you worry about me, because I managed to snag myself a incredible plush of, I guess this is the witch version of Miffy's buddy Melanie. And I think honestly, like, one, they didn't make a headband version of her, but I do think that Melanie looks cooler than Miffy. And I think everyone in the comments is going to agree. Now let's move on to another theme park where we bought some headbands. The whole family did this time. Of course, I'm talking about Tokyo Disneyland. You may know me as a duck man. I'm a huge fan of Donald Duck, Scrooge McDuck, the nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And so I was stoked to see a smidge of duck representation in the park. One of my favorite places in Tokyo Disney Sea is actually called Scrooge McDuck's, or maybe just called McDuck's. And maybe decades ago, it was filled with Scrooge McDuck and DuckTales merchandise. Now, all you can get there is Duffy. And this is a family channel, so I don't want to share with you my real thoughts on Duffy. But it really, really hurt seeing this beautiful statue of Scrooge McDuck, one of my all-time favorite characters in literature, and it's just surrounded by Duffy and his like 5 animal friends, none of which are a duck. The disrespect was out of control. But I got this amazing headband of the nephews. Definitely the best duck-related headband I saw at the Tokyo Disney parks while I was there. My daughter opted for these very fancy tangled Rapunzel mini ears. Don't look quite as good on me as they did on her, but she was the first to lock in and say, those are the ears that I want. She found these almost immediately. She was rocking an all purple fit when she saw them, so it was perfect. And that was closely followed by Archie, who decided, I want the Sorcerer's Apprentice, these classic Mickey ears. He actually opted for the comfiest ears of the entire week. Mine and Tilly's very, very tough bits of plastic here digging into our skulls, which was not super fun after 3 days of Disney time. But Archie lived in comfort the entire time. And it was Halloween at Disneyland as well while we were there. And my wife got this incredible Ghost Mickey beret. So when you look at it from the front, all you see are like the standard, fluffy Mickey ears, very cool. But from the back, it's a ghost. I think she may have gotten the coolest ears, but I'm still glad that I got my beloved ducks. Speaking of Halloween at Disney, I got this amazing, you're going to see a lot of plush keychains in the next however long this video goes for, but this was the Halloween Mickey pumpkin, and yeah, you get this beautiful fuzzy orange pumpkin on the front, but on the back There's a little zipper section, baby, and you can put whatever you like in there. So at some point, we're gonna look at some more plushes and I'm gonna put one of them in there. So stay tuned to see who gets trapped in the Mickey Pumpkin prison. You know what? Let's do plushes. Let's trap someone in the prison now. Actually, no, before we do plushes, I just want to show off the hardest part of a Disney trip is deciding which popcorn bucket you're going to go for. And that's not because I have trouble deciding. It's because my children need to both decide on the same one together. My daughter wanted the Beauty and the Beast light up one. My son wanted this new one with Chip and Dale and it was like a picnic basket. Very cool. I would have gone for either of those, but they decided we both like this amazing Toy Story one, which comes with like several games, including this maze using the Pixar ball, and this horrendous alien puzzle that will never ever be solved during my lifetime. But it did make some of the atrocious wait times a little less atrocious. You've got Woody and Buzz on the front, and Wheezy, Ham, and all the gang, and then some cool little things here and here. What's underneath? Just green underneath. But if you like green, I got good news for you. There's also some army men on the strap. Very good popcorn bucket choice. And at the moment, it's not filled with popcorn, unfortunately, but it is filled with about, I'm gonna say 30 to 40 gacha. I was tidying the back, trying to pack my bags and realized that the empty space in the Toy Story bucket, that's best used by just putting all the little gacha trinkets in. So look forward to many, many gacha videos because not only is this filled with gacha, but this bag is just all gacha as well. So lots of fun. Look at all the gacha I bought in Japan videos to come. But that's in the future. Let's talk about the now. Let's talk about some plushes. My son got the exclusive Fukuoka Pikachu. This is from the, I think, newly reopened Pokemon Center in Fukuoka. Fukuoka, most famous for Hakata, which is the birthplace of tonkatsu ramen. So you have Pikachu as a ramen chef, and here he is holding a bowl of a very creamy porky broth and some ramen noodles, etc. Very, very good plushie. Very happy that we got this one. I think I got something else from Pokemon. This is gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna stick to plushes. I'm gonna just have a drink, let the ADD just calm down a little bit. It's plush time. There was an Angel Blue pop-up in Fukuoka at Parko Mall, and this is one of the most fuzzy, beautiful plushes I've ever seen. Also, first time I've ever realized that Angel Blue has a star for a butthole. Very cool. This is the first plush keychain that I got of the trip, and probably my favorite. Another one from Disney is this Ghost Mickey pumpkin soft serve ice cream cone. Pretty nifty. Had both of these dangling from my bags the entire time we were at Disney. This is a real special one. So I went to a lot of different places in Kyushu. The whole trip, we started by flying into Osaka. Then we got a train to Rinku Town, and we had one night at this very funny airport city called Rinku Town. Then we went back to Osaka Airport, flew to Fukuoka. We had 3 nights in Fukuoka and spent the whole time driving the Itoshima and to Yame Prefecture. And then we drove. I hired a car. So driving the first time in Japan. We drove to Oita and Beppu and Yufuin, but Beppu is known as the hot springs town. There are multiple places within Beppu where you can visit hot springs, and this is the one of their mascots is this cool blue ogre. There's a red dude too, but I like the blue one most. And this is one of my favorite plushes of the trip. And so is, I don't know if you remember a video I made about all the plushes I got on my last trip, but I showed a little bit of remorse in not picking up this guy whose name is Sorayan. They are the mascot of Kansai International Airport in Osaka. And I have now had this very fancy looking plane wearing a scarf as a plush. And I hold it dearly for the rest of my life. It was also very cheap, only 900 yen. That's a bargain. My son got this Mario Kart banana peel. A lot more Mario Kart related news stories coming up very soon in this video. I got some Sanrio plushes of the Sugar Bunnies. These guys, you know, suspiciously absent from my Sanrio collection so far. So I thought I had to amend my ways, and now I have both of them. I can't remember what their individual names are, but I love them together. Were they created by the same creator as Usahana? Someone let me know in the comments, especially if you're Dutch. This is another beautiful plush rabbit. Speaking of rabbits and speaking of Beppu, we all know Beppu is an onsen town, lots of natural volcanic steam onsens, and this is Beppion, who is one of the many mascots of Beppu. He or she is an onsen rabbit, and so their ears resemble steam coming out of the ground, and of course wearing some very fashionable flip-flops, wooden ones for the onsen. Great character, got lots of merch of Beppion, but that's my favorite piece. This is the one and only Hungyodon as an ice cream cone. I think we can all admit that this is perfect in every single way, and so is this little guy. I'll give you 3 seconds to guess what he is. 1, 2, 3, that's right. He's a plush steamed pork bun from Nagasaki, one of their many foods. I mentioned trading with various countries throughout history, and one of those countries was China. Nagasaki has an enormous, wonderful Chinatown, and one of the many delicacies that you can find there are steamed pork buns. The most famous brand has an outlet at the airport. I was eating them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those things are so good. And so is this cute little mascot. You guys see a big chunk of pork in the middle of his brain and just a happy face because of it. I'll find out what his name is and let you know in a future video. From my friend Sam Todd, whose birthday it was a couple days ago, and will never watch this video, but happy birthday, Sam Todd. I sent her a picture of a red Monchichi, and is it Monkichi or I forget, because there's Monkichi is the Sanrio character. Monchichi with a double H is this guy character, the monkey, and this is the baby version of Monchichi. I'm sure it has a name, and this is the Oita or Beppu. Look, you know, I mentioned that red ogre. There he is on his bib. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do know this is a very good plush. Happy birthday, Sam. We got a whole, this is actually, I know I've already said best plush of the trip so far, but I saw this our first day in Japan. We were at Parko Mall in Fukuoka, and there was a Mofu-san pop-up, and I saw this on a coming soon card, and I was like, oh my God, I simply must get this. I thought I was gonna have to find it on Mercari or something like that, but it is a Mofu-san cat, much like the Ghost Miffy. Their face is covered up, but it's like a chainsaw murdering Mofu-san cat for Halloween. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Cute and terrifying at the same time, as all things should be. 10 out of 10, easily the best plush of the trip. Very, very proud to call this one my own. Is that all the plushes? No, it's not all the plushes. I went to Sanrio Harmony Land when I was in Oita, near Beppu. And Sanrio Harmony Land is one of 2 theme parks that Sanrio has in Japan. Everyone knows about Sanrio Puro Land in Tokyo, but Sanrio Harmony Land is most famous for having a gigantic, extremely slow Ferris wheel featuring faces of many different Sanrio characters. There was no lines at the park. It was an extremely empty theme park when we went there. The lady operating the Ferris wheel said, "Who is your favorite character?" I said Usahana or Hungyodon, and she said, "Oh, you're gonna have to wait about 10 minutes for those carts to come down because they just went past us." So we settled for Peckle, who's in my top 10, so it's fine. We sat in Peckle's head and went slowly around the Ferris wheel, the big view of the mostly empty theme park. I would still recommend it, by the way. It is very dated, but has a lot of charm, Sanrio Harmony Land. And you can get this awesome plush pouch, or a pouch for a plush, of all the different characters' heads are there. I already have a Hungyodon one in my office, but I finally was able to find the Usahana one. And I got the Harmony Land exclusive Usahana. You can see the Harmony Land logo on her dress, and she has angel wings because she is an angel. I also went to a Tamagotchi pop-up shop in Fukuoka. The aforementioned Parko Mall had one for a couple weeks on while we were there. We went on the first day it was opened. I got this blind box, and it came with this awesome, oh, there's a bunch of stuff in there. This awesome plush pin of the that new dolphin character from Tamagotchi Paradise. Archie made his own rubber keychain featuring various Tamagotchi, and he managed to spell out his name in hiragana, so it's Archie. I don't know if that actually works. I mean, it works phonetically, but I don't know if that's how you'd actually spell it, but Archie. Someone let me know in the comments, especially if you're Dutch. And what else is in here? We got some little things that they gave me for shopping there. This awesome clear trading card and a Mimichi sticker. My wife got this Kuromi badge. She had to partake. I was wearing my Hangudon headband. Tilly was wearing Cinnamoroll. Archie was wearing Pom Pom Purin. And by default, B just says her favorite's Kuromi. So she got this awesome little plush Kuromi brooch to wear. So everyone could see that she was fun too. And in Nagasaki, I got one of these for my mother-in-law and one for myself. And it is a Cupid doll dressed up as a Catholic church. You'll find many of these in Nagasaki because of the Portuguese influence throughout the last few hundred years. But yeah, I don't know if you ever wanted to see a Cupid baby dressed up as a church. I saw it and was like, I simply must have one for me and one for my mother-in-law, I guess, because I'm a great son-in-law. And speaking of greatest donuts I've ever had in my life come from a place called I'm Donut. And I had to get the keychain too. Apparently this guy's name is I'm Donut with a question mark on the end. I will do a video about how to order there with very minimal lines because we had a very, very good, in fact, we had mostly good luck for the entire trip driving through Kyushu. It wasn't until we hit Tokyo and Osaka that we had to line up for anything. Highly recommend visiting Kyushu in general just to see like a side of Japan that has so many things to do, but not many people doing them. It was a lot of fun. And I felt like I was, doing stuff that many people hadn't before. Very cool. But so is this guy. And now it's time for fashion. Did you know that at one Uniqlo location in Harajuku, they have a Hangudon shirt? It has 9 Hangudons on it. That's more Hangudons than I've ever seen on any other Uniqlo t-shirt in my life. So I copped the L. I'm usually an M, but in Japan, I'm an L because they love to make you feel bad. At Halstenbusch, still not confident that that's how you say it. I got this awesome, I don't know if you can see it. It is all black, but it's got Ghost Miffy on it. And I'm pretty sure this is an L as well. Then, oh man, we did go to Universal Studios Japan less than a month after I last went there with Kluke. But this time we didn't have express passes and it was a very, very different experience, especially with the kids. But it was Halloween at USJ as well. And I got this incredible Snoopy Universal Horror Nights t-shirt. I got a bunch of Snoopy stuff. We went to the Snoopy Museum again. But this is probably my favorite. Snoopy is fluffy and Woodstock's clown afro wig is fuzzy. Unbelievably good t-shirt. I will be rocking it for most of October and some of November. And last one, this is a gift from my friends Josh, Emmeline, Lexi, and Jasper. They got me from, I think, Nara, this amazing t-shirt that has a gacha machine on it. I don't know if you heard before, but I do love gacha. And on the back is a cat coming out of a gacha ball. Meow. We did that classic thing where you do way too much shopping on the first day of your trip when we were at Fukuoka at Parko Mall. There was a Sylvanian Families pop-up and my daughter did the Ichiban Kuji raffle thing where you spin the thing full of balls and then your ball comes out. Anyway, she won a car, which is the second car that I've won from a Sylvanian Families raffle. I don't know what that says about me, but this one comes with a baby carrier. I think even though it's a very cool prize, this was the #1 thing that Tilly did not want to get from the raffle. So she did that weird mix of like sad and happy that kids are very, very good at when she won it. At a random 7-Eleven or Family Mart, I saw Hangudon's beautiful face and I don't even know what this is. I just knew I had to have it. I can't open it, but it appears to be some kind of plush Hangudon shaped, head-shaped bag that I'll certainly will use. From an Ichiban Kuji at Sanrio Harmonyland, we got this beautiful Hanamaru Obake hand towel. From the aforementioned Sylvanian Families store, I bought my niece this bunny, little Sylvanian Families bunny as a mermaid keychain. She loves mermaids and Sylvanian Families, so this is a guaranteed victory for an uncle like me. We got some Tokyo banana caramel cookies, a bag of Pikmin candy, 2 new one-piece chocolate eggs, and they're all full of different plastic wanted posters featuring different characters, 2 Pickles the Frog blind boxes, 2 Osamu Tezuka blind boxes. I was extremely surprised to see these. I don't even know who made them. Mangajuku.com. But you can get some very, very niche Tezuka characters in here, and I'm hoping to get any of them, really. That's a cool lineup. I can't work out if this is a blind box or I've straight up hit the jackpot and that is Dr. Hungyudon inside this box, but I'll find out soon. This is a car that I made for myself at Tokyo Disneyland. They have a place where you choose all the different parts of a train and they put it together. So you've got Donald, the goat, on this side, and the nephews, who also happen to be goats, on the other side. And they also gave you like a lanyard that's like, I made a car. And the lady was kind enough to write my name on it too. And I don't know what the characters say at the top, but I assume it's like, this guy is cool and made a car. Another Sanrio blind box, except I opened this one. It is a badge featuring a pink Hungyudon wearing a Santa hat for some reason, plus Kuromi, Cinnamoroll, and Pachako. Merry Christmas. I got a light-up keychain from a Hungyudon Ichiban Kuji, a one-piece folder from a one-piece Ichiban Kuji. This is a cake from a character called Fukuoka, which is a portmanteau of Fukuoka and quokka, an Australian animal. We had to get it. It's full of jam. It looks really good. This is from an Evangelion Ichiban Kuji. This is a free plastic folder that I got because I bought 2 bags of the Zutameo Morosh gummies. They're lychee yogurt soda gummies. This is a book that holds my son's squished coin collection. Most of these are from Disneyland, but you can get them all over Japan. There's a bunch he hasn't put in here yet. It'll be full soon, I promise. We were in Japan for 3 different Mondays, so my son bought 3 different copies of Shonen Jump, and he also bought a jelly mold of Ditto, the Pokemon. These are the new Sanex chocolate wafers that come with different Sanex stickers and cards. I hope I get Afro Ken, and I also hope I get Afro Ken inside these Sanex collectible cards. I don't even know. These are really expensive actually, and you could only buy 3 per person. So I just got it because I felt like I should, but I don't even know if Afro Ken is available in these. I hope he is, but if he's not, don't worry, because I also got an Afro Ken luggage tag featuring his gigantic afro, and then you can put your ID in there. Very good. We got Tamagotchi stickers, Tamagotchi washi tape, a Tamagotchi click pen, and a Tamagotchi eraser. This is all from Daiso. I won a Chikawa keychain. These are all Sanrio bookmarks, except this one is an Angel Blue bookmark. And in here is an Angel Blue sticker. I think you're meant to put it on your phone, but it looks like a bunch of like idol stuff. I got a Pandorabo 2026 calendar for my friend Lee Tran Lam, a Sanrio Puyo Puyo keyring, and an iron-on patch of Donald Duck dressed up as a ghost. I got some trinkets from City. This guy is Fueki-kun, and he was filled with ice cream, but now he's filled with nothing. I got some yuzu hot sauces for my sister, some soy sauce salt for my other sister, a chocolate castella cake from Nagasaki for my mother-in-law, and some Oita bath salts. I just found this on the floor. It's a plush of Baby Marucci from the Tamagotchi pop-up at Fukuoka. One of the coolest things I bought on the entire trip was this Sanrio characters stamp book. If you've heard of Eki stamps, they are stamps that you can find all around Japan. Well, Eki means train, so you can find them at train stations, and we did, but they're also stamps just like all around Japan in different tourist destinations, at airports, some hotels have them, some shops, and so Tilly and I went on a mission to get as many stamps in this book as possible from as many different places around Japan as possible. There are Disney ones, there are Snoopy ones, there are ones from different shrines we visited. There's a Sanrio one or two in there. There's a few Mofusan ones. I'll do a video all about the stamps, but this made the trip so much more fun. You know I love to keep up with current affairs, so I got 2 copies of the latest issue of the Sanrio Strawberry News magazine. These came with a free pouch, and I got the ones, I think both of them have Usahana on them, so they're technically the best. And now for the box you've all been waiting for. That's right, it's the tea and coffee box. I bought 6 bags and 1 jar of coffee beans from all over Japan, mostly geisha beans, light roast of course, that's my acidic preference. And at least 10 bags of tea from all over Japan. You've got some gyokuros in here, some senchas, there's some corn tea, some sobacha, a great range of teas that are going to keep me caffeinated and uncaffeinated for the next year. But in these jars are the most special teas from the entire trip. These are hojichas that me and B and Archie and Tilly, we roasted them ourselves. So you may know that tea, when it obviously, like all leaves, is green. So if you want to make a roasted tea, you have to roast it in a pan, and then you get something that looks more like this. That's what hojicha looks like. But we did a matcha grinding workshop and a hojicha roasting workshop. And so in each of these tins, that's the one that B made, it's hojicha mixed with a blend of soybeans and different like aromatics and things like that. So each one of our hojicha blends is going to taste different. That's Archie, he drew the teapot that we use to roast. Tilly's is called Tilly's Twinkle. And I went for the branding. I'm Levin's Online Gacha Cha, because cha means tea in Japanese. So it's gacha cha, do you get it? We've still got some of the matcha we made in this box. There's a lot of tea bags and things like that in this box. And a lot of matcha. We did buy some matcha. We didn't just rely on the stuff we grinded ourselves, but I'll make a video soon about Yame Prefecture in general, because we had such an incredible time there. Even though we went to Disneyland and Universal and Houston Bush and Sanrio Harmonyland, I think grinding our own tea together and roasting it together in this workshop in the beautiful mountains of Kyushu, I think that might be like the kids' favorite moment from the whole 3-week trip. So yeah, a very fun range of different videos coming your way soon. But I think the last thing I have to show you today, I competed with my son in a Mario Kart tournament for parents and their children. And we came second last because we got absolutely devastated by the competitive teams from around the world that entered in with us. But the good people at Nintendo were gracious enough to still give us a bag full of goodies, such as these Splatoon stickers. We got some Mario Kart wristbands. We have a drag and drive sweatband. I have a Voidco business card from Donkey Kong Bonanza, very cool. And some more Mario Kart World Nintendo Live wristbands. It was a very, very crazy experience, just getting absolutely rinsed in front of hundreds of people live and tens of thousands of people online. But Archie and I still had a lot of fun. Isn't that what counts? I think that's everything I bought in Japan this time. You know what? I feel like I behaved myself. But I have lots and lots of things that I'm going to be making videos of in the future. I still haven't finished my vlogs from my Japan trip that I did last month with Kluke. I have like 2 or 3 more of those to upload still. And I don't think I'm going to do like vlogs for the entire trip that I did with my family. Instead, I'm going to do guides to each of the cities we visited. So there'll be guides for Fukuoka, Yufuin, Itoshima, Beppu, Kumamoto, Nagasaki, and so on and so on. And then all the different stores I visited. And I'm going to do one all about my favorite mascots that I saw. You know that my boy Beppion is going to be very prominent in that video. But I would love to also try and commit to weekly or fortnightly long form videos. Not necessarily me extremely tired, opening hundreds of things from Japan on my dining table, but I'm at a loss as to what I should do for long form content. If you'd be interested in me doing a Q&A about planning a Japan trip, that's totally something that I'd be keen to do. But please let me know in the comments what you'd like me to see do with this channel in the future. Obviously, I'm going to still be pumping out those daily shorts, but I got to do the longs too, because they're really, really fun, and it's good to see like people like, you know, chatting with me in the comments to the last video, which did quite well. But yeah, please say hello in the comments. Let me know what you'd like me to do in the future. And if you want to have chats with me all the time, I do have a Discord. So I'll put that Discord link in the description as well. Thanks so much for watching. And it's good to be back home. I have no plans to go to Japan anytime soon, unless somebody watching right now wants to send me there. I'll do it in a heartbeat. I'll go anywhere in Japan. I'll go find the cutest mascot in the most disgusting part of Japan. And that's the Levin's Online guarantee. See you next time.